Good morning.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you, sir. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of All the Rumors Are True. We have Dr. Milton Moore back. Woo!
Exactly 1 year.
1 year later. So
and it is Masters weekend.
It is
again.
and I want to
So
say.
if I do have the same hat, it is for a reason.
I want to say it was Masters weekend.
Last year, yeah.
The last time we recorded, because it was literally like a year ago.
It was literally a year ago.
Okay, so lots has changed in a year. You had another baby.
I did.
Congrats, another girl.
Baby Adira. I might give you a picture you can put up on the screen.
Oh, we would love that. I would love that. So another baby, practice going strong, busier than ever.
Very strong.
Which, praise God for that in this economy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've talked to you about it, but our industry is rough. It's and it's been, to my knowledge, it's always, alcohol is recession proof. When you're poor, you drink. Yeah. When you're rich, you drink. When you're sad, you drink.
When you're depressed, you
drink.
You're depressed, you
drink. When you're happy, you drink. All the things. But I'm gonna tell you what, we're kind of in free fall in our industry right now. And non-alc has become a very big part of our industry too. But even that's suffering.
Yeah, but you have to maneuver, so that I'm sure NA was not, part of y'all's major business plan.
No. Well, 27 years ago, no.
Yeah.
A boomer started it. Do you think he was thinking about non-alc? No,
absolutely not.
There was no
such thing. There was no such thing.
No, there was a Coca-Cola or a Sprite or, oh, you're not going to drink? Here's some water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to hear the business is doing well, because we're not necessarily doing bad because we're the news, right? So we still have our clients, but just reading what is going on with our distributors, suppliers, just all the way from the top all the way to the bottom, it's kind of rough out there. Yeah. But as you can tell, I have not had my tox.
Oh wow.
Right?
I didn't mean to say that, sorry.
I really did just say, oh wow. No, it looks bad, right? Look at it.
But that's kind of what I would have said if you were in my office, though.
Okay, to be fair, but I haven't been in, so I need to.
But you've been busy. You had your conference in January, February.
Yes.
And then just life.
Still in a lawsuit, still in a custody battle. That is a full-time job.
I believe it.
It is a full-time job.
Except you're not getting paid for it. I was about to say, except you're not getting paid for it.
I'm the one paying all the money. I'm the one paying all the bills, and nothing's coming back this way. So shit's been busy. So I have not been in. One thing I wanted to talk about is, talk to me about the difference between, is it Dysport?
Yeah, Dysport, yeah.
And Botox. Talk to me about it.
Well, I'm going to add in one more. So there's also, there's a bunch of them now. So
okay, I only know those two.
Yeah, so there's Dysport, there's Xeomin, there is Botox, there's Daxxify, and then the other ones, not even worth talking about. But
okay, so y'all carry all those.
We used to carry them all, but I'm not going to say for reasons why we don't carry them all anymore.
Yeah.
But we mainly carry Xeomin and Daxxify. We have a little bit of Botox, a little bit of Dysport for emergencies. If somebody just comes in and says, "Oh, I just absolutely want Dysport, absolutely want Botox because it's like the Kleenex brand of tissue paper."
No, because people are like that. People get very attached to brands.
Yes.
But even though the formula might change, they're still addicted to the name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And that's what I explain to people. Literally, I have Kleenex on my counter for when, I do deal with a lot of emotional situations, women with hair loss, women with bad acne.
I'm one of them.
And so sometimes tears flow. But then other times when people are coming in for cosmetics and we're talking about brands, it's like, some of these other companies, it's like synonymous with Kleenex, and tissue paper.
Right.
But they're all botulinum toxin A. The major difference is there are some sometimes unnecessary accessory proteins in both Dysport and Botox, whereas Xeomin is considered a naked botulinum toxin.
Okay.
So it doesn't have these complexing proteins. Dysport has a larger spread volume. Botox has a medium spread volume, and Xeomin has a lot less spread volume. And so what that means, clinically, is that Dysport can potentially spread to, if you're in the wrong, especially if you have the wrong injector,
right?
To areas that you may not want it to. So, then Botox is a little bit more precise than Dysport, and then Xeomin is even more precise than Botox.
Okay, good to know. Because you've never put filler in my face. I only get toxin up here in my crow's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, because now I just turned 39 and,
almost to the 40 club.
Almost there. Hanging on for dear life. I still think I'm 28, but underneath the eyes.
Yep.
Talk to me about that, because I see so many girls just online, influencers or whatever, and just in the wild too. They get this filler and then they look 20 years older.
So are we talking about toxin or are we talking about filler?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just see these girls do it and they get it under here and they really do. It makes them look older.
Yeah. So toxin is different than filler under the eye. So if you think about it, when you close your eyes, your muscles, in your upper eyelid and your lower eyelid, they are contracting down to close your eyes.
Okay.
And so commonly I'll put toxin underneath the eye. So when I'm doing someone's crow's feet,
okay,
and they go like this, but then they'll have a little wrinkle right in the corner of the eye.
Yes, that's where I'm getting right there.
And then, or their aperture is just kind of more almondy, and they want to have more what we call scleral show, which is the white around your eyes. And so we'll put a unit or a half unit right in the corner of the eye, and then a unit right underneath, the iris or the pupil. And that will kind of open the aperture when you smile.
Okay, so you see a difference then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I need to do that next time I come in, because I've started to notice it under here a little bit. And
so we call like the jelly rolls.
Oh, okay. Learn something new every day. Okay,
but when it comes to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when it comes to filler, there are times when somebody will, place either the wrong filler underneath the eyes or place too much filler underneath the eyes, and it will make them look older.
Because I've noticed it. Like there's girls, and I'm really not being a hater or at all, but I feel like I'm a millennial, and I feel like these generations behind me, I feel like they look so much older than we did at their age. But at the same time, like if I would have asked for filler, I was 22, my parents would be like, okay, go get a second job, right? Like things are different now.
Things are totally different.
Totally different.
Nobody at 22, nobody in our age range was talking about filler.
No.
Not a single soul.
Nothing. The big thing when I was 22 was boobs, like boob jobs. And I feel like that's gotten way less just in my circle and my friends, but the filler and all that has gotten way more.
But you know what? But we also didn't have social media back then.
That's facts.
And so it really is social media. And even more importantly, I believe it was COVID. So it was the COVID Zoom that really, to my benefit as well.
Right. Right. Kept you busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but I never put that together.
I have a lot of patients, even today, because not everybody's gone back to the, gone back to the office. They've learned that companies, they save money by doing Zoom calls. And so a lot of my patients who are in their, 35 to 60 range, who are doing business Zoom calls, all the time, they come in and they say, I look at myself, on my Zoom call, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I get that though, because you look at yourself a lot more now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had a work from home job. We have an office, but there's not really a necessity for me to go into my office. And most of the meetings that I ever attend, it's usually at a restaurant, right? Like because somebody's flown into, it's at a hotel or whatever. But I think I've become so picky, and I actually never put that together because now, obviously with the podcast, we have a podcast at work and then Zoom calls. And so it's like, that makes sense now because every time, even therapy, I've been going to the same therapist now forever. But now he's gotten to the point where he's like, oh, like I can just FaceTime you.
Yeah, exactly.
And every time I'm on the call, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Look, I always see myself apologize because I'm like, damn. I'm like,
well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, I need to go get something.
And I'll be honest, when I FaceTime friends or FaceTime patients, because sometimes, I'll do telemedicine visits. And there's sometimes I'm holding the phone and my phone's on my, on my desk leaning against my computer screen. And I'm like, oh shit.
Like I look old. That's not me. That's not me looking back at me.
I don't know about looking old.
No, he doesn't.
Old's a strong word. No,
you don't look.
I'm just joking, guys.
You don't look old at all. Yeah. You have great skin, which I mean, as you should. Okay, so next question. What do you do to yourself?
I actually do quite. I'm a minimalist.
Okay.
So, and because I'm, I still consider myself young.
You are. What are you? 41?
41. Yeah.
Yeah. You're about to be
42 in June. Yeah. So I do lasers on myself. So the most common laser I do on myself is called Moxie.
I've had that.
You've had Moxie before.
I'm a fan.
So it's a non-ablative laser that helps with resurfacing, helps with collagen production, and it really just depends on the patient you're treating, what we're trying to treat. So for me, like I don't really have a lot of pigmentation problems. So I'm not doing it on myself for pigmentation problems. I'm doing it more so to help correct or prevent the lines, fine lines, and texture on my face. I don't know if we mentioned this last time I was on that I'm immune to Botox. I'm immune to all the toxins.
I knew that as your friend, but I don't think we talked about that.
Yeah. So that's what really started me getting into skincare, getting into lasers on myself. I was doing them for other people, but I felt like I didn't need it. But then when I turned 36, all the toxins stopped working on me.
And that's common to happen or no?
No, it's not common.
Okay.
It's probably about 1 to 5% of patients can develop immunity.
So that's not very common at all then.
Yeah, no, it happens, but it's not common. You may see some people will have diminishing returns, in their improvement of their lines, meaning, it's not paralyzing their muscles as much as it used to. And that's what we call a dose creep. So every time, if you're having to get more and more units to get the same type of result, that's what we call a dose creep. And that could be a sign that you could be developing antibodies to one of the toxins. And just to circle back, that's what those complexing proteins that we just finished talking about with Botox and Dysport. Jeuveau is another brand that has those complexing proteins. That's one of the targets of our body's immune system is you can become immune to the accessory proteins, or you can become immune to the core 150 kilodalton, which is the size of the molecule, botulinum toxin core. And so myself, I've developed, I believe, an immunity to the actual 150 kilodalton core because none of those motherfuckers work on me.
Damn.
None of them. I know.
But your skin
it was tragic.
It was tragic.
It was tragic.
But your skin looks great.
So skincare. So I started in 2021. I started using. Am I allowed to say brands on here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I started using Skin Better Science.
Yeah. Well, because I have Skin Better from. Well, you just saw my drawer. I buy a bunch of stuff at your clinic.
Yeah.
Because I try it, right? And then if I don't like it, like I'm not gonna keep getting it.
And I don't sell anything that me personally that I don't feel, is valid. It's all medical grade skincare. Me and my partner, we only pick, brands that that are scientifically backed and make sense. And so I started using skincare for 6 months. I took a before picture in my bathroom mirror. I did one, and a lot of my patients have heard me tell this story because I'll show them the pictures. I did one laser that started in September, one laser December, and then I took another picture of myself in March in the same bathroom, same lighting, and the change was remarkable without having a bunch of shit to fix.
Right. Okay, so a question for people that can't afford a $300 tube of.
Well, Skin Better is not $300, but we do have some. We have some products that are $300.
But
correct.
I'm saying, isn't kind of what you and I have discussed, like somebody that can't go out and spend $800 on a routine, isn't it better to use something just in general?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
like
no, absolutely. Something
like Aquifer or something. Or,
yeah, something is better than nothing. That's always.
What are your thoughts on Vaseline?
I mean, I tell patients, well, it depends on what. If we're talking about somebody with a disease condition like eczema or something like that, Vaseline as a moisturizer, all good. Aquaphor as a moisturizer, all good. I mean, most people don't want to walk around feeling like they just lathered themselves in Vaseline.
Right. Well, that's like all Auntie uses. And people ask, you've done some work on her face, yes. But people ask constantly, like, what do you use? And I've seen it my entire life.
Yeah.
She takes her bath, she gets in her bed, and she lathers from head to toe in Vaseline. She has the softest skin I've ever felt. And she's got beautiful skin.
If she likes it,
Vicks and Vaseline. That's what
if she likes it, I love it.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to look like you at almost 89.
But she's 89. But somebody our age is not necessarily going to want to go to bed, with them lathered up with a whole bunch of Vaseline.
No.
I hate my legs sticking in the bed when you moisturize.
I hate it. And I did it because I did her routine with her one night because we call it propping up, right? So anytime I go spend the night with her, we prop up in her bed after we take our baths. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do what she does.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall for that one.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
With your little bonnets on and your little mask and your little...
It's so true, though.
Your little cucumbers.
Oh, I sleep with a mask, so the sleeping mask is always there. But I did her routine one night, totally forgot, right? Got up and ate shit because I had it on the bottom of my feet. I've never fallen faster in my life. I was like, and I was like, no wonder you fall all the time. It's not the stroke, it's the Vaseline.
Didn't she fall and have a stroke? I was like, maybe it was the Vaseline. Class action.
We're coming for you. It's so true that I did it one time. Sometimes I have to do things a few times to learn my lesson. And I was like, I am never doing this propped up Vaseline routine again in my life. No, but I had to ask about that because again, not everybody can go out and buy.
Absolutely. And the main thing that I believe in, I mean, ideally I want, people to get medical grade skincare.
Right.
If you're going to do it right. But like you said, not everybody can afford medical grade skincare.
It's expensive.
But do your education with the advent of AI, Chat GPT, everything else. I mean, it's so much easier than even Google was before to educate yourself on the ingredients in skincare and the main active ingredients. And so I like to tell patients, like, when they come, because they'll bring the whole bag of products that they have in their shower, and then some of it is like
8 years old.
It's still it has like shower residue, and then I'm just like, I just hope they got the bag out the drawer and the bag wasn't in the bathroom, because then I'll just be looking at it like trying to move it around in the bag to see what's on there. Because I don't want to put my hand in there.
I can't believe people actually do that.
Oh yeah, all the time.
God, I wish I could just come to your clinic for like a week and just like shadow.
You can shadow me.
Oh my God, I would find that. Well, I grew up around medicine and then I worked in medicine, so medicine fascinates me.
Yeah,
I would love even just for like a day.
That'd be actually kind of cool. And then
I would love it.
And then we could do a podcast on like your experience as, a dermatologist for a day.
We're putting that on the books.
Yeah.
We're making that happen.
And this time we'll do it for a little bit less than a year.
Yeah. We're not going to wait for a year for next time. No, but I would love to do that. Because I would die. Well, because I always give consent when y'all have residents or anybody. Like I've never cared about who comes in the room. So I'm sure a majority of your patients wouldn't care, right?
Yeah, I mean, I always,
you have to ask.
Well, because I have medical students that come. I have
kids that want to go to medical school.
Even sometimes nurses. Yeah, kids who want to go to med school who are in high school, college,
and then they go shadow you, and they're like, you're cutting a cyst off the scalp or something, and then there's blood gushing. They're like, I'm out.
Yeah, no. Most of them are like, they're like, oh man,
that's cool.
I thought only dermatologists did was pop pimples.
No, because I came in to see you and you were like in a surgery, and I was like, okay, I have to leave.
I can't wait today.
I was like, I can't wait today. I was like, I got to come back. Okay, big deep dive on this GLP-1's.
Yep.
That is the biggest thing like that's hit. I feel like in a while. Like, yeah. I mean, it's been a couple years now.
I mean, it's a revolutionary, game-changing medication for healthcare.
Diabetic or not.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it created for diabetics?
It was originally created for diabetes.
To get your A1C down.
Yeah, right. Because what GLPs are glucagon-like peptides that, which is a natural hormone that our body produces in our intestine. And so whenever we eat, that glucagon-like peptide gets produced, it makes us feel full, and it makes our body secrete insulin so that way we can process that glucose. And so it's actually natural. But what it does is when you have it, exogenous GLP, which is, not coming from our own body, it makes us, just like what it's supposed to do, feel full. And it does that by delaying our gastric emptying, which is basically the amount of time it takes after we eat something, for our stomach to process it, move it down into the intestines. And so it really has been a game changing. We've been doing GLPs probably for 2 years now.
Okay.
2 years or more.
Because I feel like the first people I know that started taking it, it was like in 23. And that was when it was like starting to, but also now it's gotten to be where it's affordable. Because I remember the people that were taking it, it's because their company insurance covered it, or it was like ridiculously expensive. Like I remember people were paying like $1,500 a month.
A month, yeah.
And now you can just get on freaking.
Well, with the compounding pharmacies, that made it affordable for a lot of people. And then Eli Lilly, because there's semaglutide and there's tirzepatide, and then there's another experimental one that I want to talk about as well called retatrutide.
Haven't heard of that.
And so, but once they got their patent, or at least because they was on back order. And so for medical necessity, the FDA allowed a bunch of compounding pharmacies, to make semaglutide and tirzepatide. And they still do to a certain degree. And so, it's been affordable for patients. It's still not cheap, per se.
No, it's not cheap. But like I did see, so obviously I read a lot for work, right? Like I read all day for work every day. But I love the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail is like my jam. I freaking love it. I read it all the time. And that's where I first saw that, Costco's picking it up. And
Costco's doing it too now?
Yes. And I was like, okay, that's a big deal.
I even heard one of the major healthcare centers in San Antonio, they give it to all of their employees, or allow all of their employees to be able to be on it for it's like $10 a month.
That's wild
Yeah, I mean, so that just shows, the health benefits
of it.
Of it, to where hospital system is gonna pay for their employees to be on it, because less diabetes, less comorbidities, which. I mean, they're also looking out for themselves, which also means less call outs, less this and
Right.
the other.
Right. It's benefiting everybody here.
But they, I don't like to give the suits of hospital systems that much credit, but maybe they do have a good spirit and just really truly want their employees to be, more healthy and happy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We're going to say that. Okay. Is there a benefit? Because, I have PCOS. I haven't really talked about it a lot on the pod, but PCOS it's rough. Like it's really rough, but you and my OBGYN have recommended taking it because it's supposed to help with that. Now, flipping it back to you as a derm, does it help with like skin, like your acne or anything of the sort, or no? It's just the other health benefits of it.
I don't think I would have an answer for skin, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But so because I kind of do want to talk about the whole PCOS thing, just a quick thing, because the whole thing is it's about metabolism.
Okay.
So PCOS is a metabolic disorder, which leads you, more likely to have diabetes or insulin resistance.
Right.
I am to be overweight.
And I am.
And to have with PCOS, fertility issues. And so that's one of the things that, so we just had our baby girl Adira, and we we almost did IVF.
I knew y'all were and then when y'all told me she was pregnant, I was like, oh my God. Weren't y'all doing IVF like the next week? It was something.
Well, she told us to come back in she said, we're going to do one more test before we start IVF.
Okay. I knew it was something very close. Yeah. And then she walked, because I was in the clinic and she walked in because of my hair loss, which was stress. We know now. And stress. But she walked in and was like, I'm pregnant. I remember crying.
Talking about Ani.
Yeah. I was crying on the table. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Because it took y'all a while.
Yeah, it took us a while.
Yeah.
Did
she get on?
She was on it, but when we first went to our first appointment, she was on it.
Okay.
And then she told her, hey, you should probably stop it, and mostly because there's no data, in pregnant women.
Right.
But the, specialist did say, she's like, I've actually been having more patients get pregnant, on the GLPs.
Wow.
So there's, I'm not a GYN, so I don't know all the facets of, how that, helps.
Right.
But it definitely has also been shown to help people's cravings. So they're looking for other, FDA indications for alcoholism or other types of behavioral, manifestations of addiction.
Well, I know multiple people on it currently, have been on it, off of it, and a lot of them don't drink nearly as much.
Right.
And we talked a lot about that at my summit because, we're seeing how people are drinking less, and GLP-1s have a big,
right.
It's a big factor. I mean, of course there's multiple factors of what we're seeing in our industry, but that was a big thing. And it was funny to see, this was I don't know how many summits I've been to. It's a lot. And it was just funny for me to see all these men not really drinking that much and really thin. And I'm like,
and you're like, I saw you last year in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
You definitely had a beer belly.
It was there and it is not there anymore. And I remember, because we were talking about it on stage and stuff. And one of the guys, love him. His name's Clem. He owns Surfside, which is a huge drink. And now he's come out with a new one. But I walked up to him and I go, damn, Clem. I was like, you're on the shot or what? And he was like, no. He's like, honestly, he's like, I took it. It made me so sick. I was like, fuck this. And I just started working out. Yeah. And I was like, good for you.
Well, and there is, so I don't know exactly how many patients over the past 2 years I've had on GLPs, but there are ways to try and, sometimes it's not right for everybody, but other times you have to go low and slow, and patients have to have realistic expectations and have to realize that this is not a magic shot. It can be for somebody, but that's not the healthy way to do it.
Because you need to incorporate exercise and all that.
You got to incorporate and nutrition. So
protein.
Protein.
Yeah.
I think it's like either 1 to 1.6, grams of protein per kilogram based on your ideal body weight. It just low and slow. My philosophy is, if you want to lose 100 pounds, or 50 pounds, most people come in wanting to lose about 30, between 20 to 40 pounds, 20 to 30 pounds, which we all at some point in time want to lose 20 pounds.
Right. Right. Currently.
Yeah. But it's to go, like, if you're making progress on 2.5 milligrams or just, or 0.25 milligrams of, tirzepatide and semaglutide, respectively, like I had a patient come in, she lost 10 pounds on the lowest dose. And she's like, should we go up? I'm like, no. No. Why are you going to go up? Like, your side effect profile is fantastic. Like, and you're losing weight, and because you're also, dieting, or not dieting. Dieting, I think, is the wrong word. I think it should be, lifestyle change.
Yes. Not
just dieting, because dieting to me, gives me a temporary sense, of
because the second you stop your diet or you go on vacation and you don't follow your diet and you come back and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Lifestyle change. That's a great way to preface that. I mean, because it is. I've done diets, I've done crash diets, I've tried it all. And once I finally really understood PCOS, then it kind of clicked for me, because I was like, I'm doing this, and nothing's changing. And so I feel like people coming into you with unrealistic expectations because they see somebody else and they're like, well, she did it,
right, yeah,
and she lost 60 pounds in 2 months or whatever. And it's like, everybody is different.
But what comes along with losing that much weight in such a short time frame? Skin laxity, collagen loss. So now
you look real gaunt, and then they come to you to put filler in their face, probably, right?
Full circle again, back to how it affects the skin. So I couldn't really think of any, at least off the top of my head, so people don't judge me, any true beneficial effects of the skin. But there are some, detrimental is a strong word, but some negative effects that can occur on the skin, as far as when you have that much rapid weight loss,
things start to get saggy.
The laxity in the face, in the neck, abdomen,
the belly, the arms, thighs,
everywhere.
Yeah.
And so, one of the things that we do is, prevention for that. And so even though our goal is not to have people lose weight that fast, but inevitably, that can happen. And so we're in the like the new trend, or not trend, but I would call it a lifestyle change for dermatologists, at least for myself, is more regenerative aesthetics. And so we can use, biostimulators, injectable biostimulators like, Radiesse, like Sculptra. And then we also have energy-based devices, that can, keep up with, the weight loss and prevent, that gaunt looking or lax skin, what you call Ozempic face, or Ozempic body.
See, and I've seen more of that obviously online now. The face we've been seeing, right?
Yeah,
but the body now,
yes.
it's a real thing. I do want to come try because I was in there, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I do want to come try that thing you were saying.
The soft wave or pure impact?
No, I think it was the pure impact. And you were like, dude, you're like, I'm sore. You're like, I laid after work. I want to come try. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So we just bought both soft wave and pure impact. Last year when I was on the pod, we talked about oil therapy.
Yes.
Which is ultrasound technology, for lifting the skin, which has the ability to go deeper into the skin, whereas soft wave is more of a targeted, more superficial treatment, still using ultrasound technology, but it really focuses better on like just crepey skin or that crepey skin above the belly button. Women who have had kids and now are losing weight, that belly button is the thing that gives them away. And so soft wave is kind of like a game changer when it comes to skin tightening.
And you just lay there and you turn it on and it just...
No, so soft wave
how does that work?
Soft wave actually has to be done by the provider.
Okay, so you have to do it.
I don't do it.
Or like one of your girls does.
One of my girls does it. And then pure impact. And so so soft wave, what it does is that it heats the tissue up to 65 degrees Celsius. And this is a target heat or target temperature that actually has been proven to stimulate collagen and elastin.
Okay.
There are some on the market devices that are at med spas and things that only heat the tissue up to 40 degrees. And which has a lower responsibility as far as delegating it, but you are not going to get the same amount of collagen and elastin production as when you heat that skin up to 65 degrees.
Okay. Is it painful?
I had it done on my face about 4 to 6 weeks ago, somewhere around there. I'm a guy, so we tend to be a little bit more on the sensitive side, but I have a pretty high threshold.
Mine's pretty high.
I do a lot of lasers, so it's a 5-second pulse, and so the heat just over that 5 seconds tends to it goes high, and then you feel like a little zap, and then it's gone.
Okay.
And then you go high, zap, and then it's gone. There are some areas that hurt more than others, mostly on the bone. I'm not going to say it's painless. I'll be honest.
What's downtime? 0. Okay, see? That matters.
Yes, zero downtime.
I just recently went to it's this place. It's called Miraval. I've been there a couple times. It's like a wellness retreat.
Okay, yeah.
They offer everything there, but like I do therapy, I work out. There's just so many things. There's only 3 in the United States, but there's one right outside of Austin, so it's close to us.
Okay.
And I just went for the 3rd time, and I got a facial, which ended up. Then I got a fever blister. You're playing golf.
What kind of facial did you get?
Listen. I don't.
Sorry. She set herself up for that one.
I did.
She set herself up for that.
It was a girl. No, but I'm prone. Like I've been getting fever blisters since I was like 4 years old. My dad gets them. So my dumb ass. Anyway, that was a disaster. Also, shout out to you for calling me in medicine because I had to leave that day for work.
Yeah, and you're right. You did. I was on the golf course, which I'm about to go play golf right now.
I felt you don't understand though, because like I don't call you for favors like that.
No, you don't.
I do not do that because like I grew up with it, and patients would call. My dad, it'd be Saturday at 9:00. Oh, can you meet me at the clinic? I did something to my eye. And so I try to be very respectful of, even though we're friends. And I was like, I literally had gotten home from Miraval Saturday, and I woke up Sunday morning with it, and I was leaving for work that morning on a work trip. And I was like, I need medicine. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but back to what I was getting at, the girl giving my facial, she was like, you have really nice skin. What do you do? And I was like, oh, like my bestie's a derm. I was like, I just kind of do like whatever he tells me to do, or I've been his guinea pig or whatever. And she was like, what's the best laser? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, honestly, I really like Moxie. I was like, because you can go to work tonight. Like just right now when you said 0 time, because to me, time matters.
Yeah.
And like when I've gotten the halo, like I'm down for like 2 days.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm not trying to go to work the next day or be on Zooms. Like, but to me, like Moxie, so hearing this, like, I'm definitely going to come in and try it. I'm going to make Miranda come with me because I make her every time I go get something crazy done to my face, I make her go. But I definitely want to come in and try that. But I told that girl, I was like, honestly, I was like, Moxie, I'm a big fan of it. And I keloid. And so I come in and I get Moxie on my keloids and it helps. And then BBL for the redness on the keloids too. I'm a big fan. I am a baby. I say my pain, I think it's more, my pain tolerance is very, very high, especially, back to PCOS. I've had cysts the size double the ovary rupture, like that's painful.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, that's how I found out I had PCOS because I kept having these ruptures and I'd go to the hospital because I was like, I don't know, something is like bursting. And then when I had my daughter, I was like, oh, this is like a contraction on steroids is basically what it feels like. And so I think I get so nervous when I'm in your clinic because I'm like, I don't know what it's going to feel like. I'm scared it's going to hurt. And then
you're not alone.
I'm not. No, everybody's in there holding my hand.
Yeah.
I'm always sweaty. The table's always wet when I get off. But the downtime thing matters. And I need to come back in and get another Moxie on my face. I feel like the Moxies help with my rosacea too. I mean, I know y'all put me on a topical and stuff, but my rosacea really isn't as bad.
No, it's not. It's actually looking pretty good.
Yeah. It only gets really when it gets bad is around my period. I mean, it just flares.
Yeah.
I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, yesterday my skin was flawless. And then today it's like clumpy. Ugh.
Yeah. It's the definition of rosacea, it flares. Unfortunately it's chronic, there's not a magic cure for rosacea, unfortunately.
Well, and a lot of people in my family have it. So it's not surprising, that I do, but thanks to you and Tessa, which I want her to come on the pod. She needs to come on. We're gonna follow up on this. I'm gonna follow y'all around one day.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
I would find that absolutely that would be the funnest day for me. Like I'm gonna take a day off work and come do it.
No, I would love to have it.
I would love it. I would you don't even know, because back when I did the nursing home stuff, like I loved going to doctor's offices. I'd always take lunch or breakfast or whatever, and I always loved it's just fascinating to me what doctors do. Like I just find it.
And you don't even know the half.
I don't even know the half of it, but I know people that I've sent to you and you've changed their life.
That's awesome. Thank you.
It's true.
Yeah, no,
you've changed their lives. Like they cry.
That means a lot to me, honestly.
But it's true. Like you've helped friends of mine with many things, even times when they couldn't afford it, and you're like, no, like we're gonna fix this. I got you. And that's what matters. Y'all are doctors that care, because there's not a, those are, I feel like, starting to become a dying breed.
Yeah, no.
But y'all really do care about, and every time I've had a problem, God, when I was losing my hair and I came in and Tessa came in and you and Tessa sat there with me and I'm crying and crying. She's holding one hand, you're holding the other hand. And because I remember that. It's traumatizing. And my hair is finally starting to grow back, but
Stress
will kill you, man.
Yeah.
Life's a bitch and then you die.
Tillage in the fluvium. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna let you go because I know you have a tea time.
Oh, wait. But okay. I'm enjoying this conversation. She's trying to cut me off.
No, I'm really not.
I do got a tea time. Oh shit. It's in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But you're right.
I know.
But one thing I do want to say that when you're talking about like downtime and time is money and time is precious. And so I haven't posted it yet. I'm trying to get my assistant to edit it, but I think I might call it like an executive protocol. And so for Pure Impact, which is full body electromagnetic stimulation, so you can do 3 muscle groups at the same time. So you can do your abs, your obliques, your biceps, triceps, or you can do, if you're a female or guys, whatever, you can do your butt, your back, your hamstrings. I mean, pretty much
all at once.
All at once.
That's nice.
30-minute session. And so what this does is these intense electromagnetic pulses are, contracting the muscles way stronger and way more efficient than you can with voluntary workouts. And so you actually are going to build strength, not just get a six pack, but
which is nice too.
Which is nice too. And so, but you can actually you actually will get stronger. So I have, some workout, what do you call them? Models that not, where they do the shows.
Oh, like the real
bodybuilders.
bodybuilders.
Yeah, bodybuilders where, you can use it, if that one little voluntary part where you're doing your, to get that one little oblique for your little pose. And you can't get it. That's where Pure Impact's for as well.
Oh my God. I'm gonna choke. Oh my God. I'm not trying to do all that.
Because I've done my abs. I ain't gonna pull them out for y'all right now, but I've done my abs, my biceps, my triceps, and the only workout that I do is golf, and that's just because I'm trying to create my garage into a golf simulator / workout.
But that will entice you to do it more. I do Pilates. Yeah. I go to Pilates now because I was just trying to find something. I do like yoga. I need to find a yoga studio.
Yoga's awesome.
I'm being lazy with that, but I do like yoga. I did yoga when I was at Miraval, and I really enjoy, if I go places and they offer it, I'll do it. I just need to find a gym to do it. But Pilates, I do like, but man, it's a...
Oh yeah, it's a workout. Pilates is a workout.
No, I always thought, I kind of made fun of all the girls that did it, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna go get their Starbies and go to Pilates, and then I joined, and I was like,
no, I did it one time when I met my wife.
Oh no,
when I met my wife Ani, and I'm on that machine, I'm just like going.
It's so true. There were things in my body shaking that I didn't even know existed in there.
And you know what? You can target those muscles with Pure Impact.
That's what we're going to start doing. Yeah. I'll cut back on my Pilates then.
Yeah.
I'll just go in and get zapped for 30 minutes.
Everything is a lifestyle, so you can do it all.
Well, cheers to lifestyle changes. I love you, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on again. I can't believe it's been a whole year. Obviously, I've seen you within the year, but I can't believe it's been a whole year since, you started this podcast, and
I know.
I'm so proud of you. I mean, the first day that was my only day, but when I came and you were just starting, and we were filming a few at the same time, and I was so nervous. I was sitting there on the couch waiting for my turn. I'm like, and to see now you have damn near 20,000? Is it close to 20,000 followers?
Yeah, subscribers.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't. Nobody's sponsored it or anything like that. I think it'll get there. I mean, you sponsored your pot, but I think we'll get there eventually. It's just, it takes
you're getting there. I mean,
I'm getting there.
$20,000 people, followers or subscribers, to me is a big deal.
I think it is.
No, absolutely.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. So,
I love doing it.
I appreciate you having me on, and
yes,
this was very fun.
This was great. Yeah. We will do another one not in a year.
Yes,
we'll do one sooner. No, because I'm going to come in. What we should do is I'm going to come in and get said things done, and we should film it.
Yeah, no, we should, and then we could talk about it.
Yes,
let's do that.
We're doing it, Miranda. We're doing that.
You guys should drop. Well, one, like and subscribe, first of all.
Oh, yes.
She forgot to say that. The link is down below somewhere. And then, but you guys should drop some comments in the section to let us know because obviously my thing is aesthetics as well as, medical dermatology. So if you would like me back on or anything like that, then drop something down below and let us know what do you want us to talk about.
Yes, that's
as far
great.
as an
Look
aesthetics.
at him.
And then maybe we can do either like a quarterly thing or every,
I would
2 month
love-
thing.
I would love it.
And we just address people's aesthetics concerns, and this would be like the aesthetic channel of your podcast.
I love that. Look at him doing my job for me. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. See you next time, guys.
Masters,
Let's
go
go.
Rory.